held us down. But now it looks like things are finally coming around. I know we've got a long, long way to go, and where we'll end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting our show together, we're polishing up our act. And if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well,
yes. Don't let nothing stand in your way. If you've been waiting and anticipating the 12:30 and you still out there with me, I want to say thank you. Because ain't no stopping. Marlanna J, today's show, coming to you with everything I can do for the community, relationships, entertainers, authors, investors, financial gurus. Man, this show is going to be packed with more and more. I've got a lineup for the next 6 months, but Dr. Palmer had an emergency come in and things happen, so we're a little delayed on the show, but that's okay. Because you all that are with me right now, you all are in for a special treat. Because I got some things that the producer and the engineers got together for me, just for you. Because I think there's some special things that have happened over in the last couple of weeks that we need to show again. And I want to present those things to you, as well as some things that I have to talk about and discuss. And we're going to open up the phone lines so you all can discuss those with me as well. So today's show is going to be filled with some good things, some new things, some old things. And at the end of the day, I just thank you all for being with Marlanna J. God has really opened up some doors and made some things possible. And I've been talking to some people, and I'm looking forward to some real exciting interviews. I'm going to be going out and about on the town and actually interviewing some people locally as well as nationally. So you guys keep tuned, man. This thing is not just for Atlanta, it's for everyone. I was able to talk to some people in California. I was able to talk to some people that have been working with Bill Dukes, and he's a guru that I've been able to connect with over the years, and he's going to be doing some things, and he's such a powerful brother in our community, and of course I saw him on TV. He's going to be doing a guest appearance on the Oval Office, I believe. But I just thank God that he gives us opportunity after opportunity to share information. And today's information is brought to you by none other than J Cabinets and Countertops. And I want to make sure that we give our sponsor exactly what he deserves. He's been in the community over 20 years doing the things that he does with countertops and cabinetry. J. Wilson Decorative Countertops and Cabinets of Covington, Georgia, can be reached at 678-508-8974. Again, 678-508-8974. J. Wilson Decorative Countertops and Cabinets take pride in responsibility and great work, integrity, and quality of their expert trade, and being able to reproduce and reconstruct not only your cabinets but your countertops with decorative new looks. So if you're looking to update your kitchen or your bathroom, please give J. Wilson Countertops and Cabinets a call. They are a sponsor of the Marlanna J Today Show, along with some other sponsors that will be coming to you soon. Again, his number is 678-508-8974. Again, J. Wilson Decorative Countertops and Cabinets, brought to you by Marlanna J's Today Show. Thank you.
I was born by the river in a little tent, and oh, just like the river I've been running ever since. It's been a long It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. There's been times that I thought I wouldn't last for long, but somehow I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes it will.
Definitely. It's time for a change. It's definitely time for a change. We are in a system that is set up to keep us in a certain predicament. And we want to talk about those things in community. The community segment will be a little limited because Dr. Palmer's not here today. However, I do want to discuss and open up the lines for anyone that wants to call in at this point. The call-in number is 323-910-4284. Again, 323-910-4284. And what I want to talk about is, this new variant of COVID is out. And that's a serious thing for our community because CDC put out information that there may be some racism and threats of public health when it comes to this COVID situation. And racism stems from years and years of how we are looked upon, right? Even in our own community, we have our own issues versus skin color and things like that. And this is a pretty serious matter because our health is now at issue, having the vaccine and not having the vaccine, wearing face masks, not wearing face masks, allowing our children to go to public schools. Most of us can't afford private schools. Those are the kind of questions that are being answered and being asked in our community. Is the problem that we're having in vaccination stemming from a racism culture? Racism, of course, consists of structures, policies, practices, and norms. And that assigns value and determines opportunity based on the way people look or the color of their skin. This results in the conditions that are unfairly advantaged for some and disadvantaged others throughout our society. And so racism, both personal and structural, can be a negative effect mentally and physically on our health of millions of people, and preventing them from attaining a higher level of health and consequently affecting the health of our nation. And so this is a real issue. I was speaking to a couple of my friends who are in the medical arena and medical profession, and it is very interesting how we as a culture have decided whether or not this is a real issue, the COVID is a real issue, or is it something man-made? Is it something that the government wants us to be concerned about, so that we stay in a panic kind of state of mind? And what I would love to hear from the callers is, what are your opinions on what's happening now with this new variant? Is it something that should stop our opening our doors of the restaurants and our venues? Do we go back to what we did in 2020? I don't think that would be what would be a good outcome for any of us, because I think what happened in closing our doors in 2020, yes, it was a great thing for people and families to come together and finally be under one roof. A lot of couples actually were able to see each other for the first time in a long time. And I think those kind of things, sitting at the table with your children and being able to eat together, it was a great thing. But on the other hand, financially, it was very strenuous for most of us. It was strenuous for corporations, restaurants, businesses. A lot of people were affected that are economically driven. It has been a huge effect on us. And to have a second variant come and now threaten our society again, what as our culture, what do we do as African Americans to help each other understand better and being affected health-wise, mentally, emotionally? Think about it. COVID actually was a very mental, strenuous thing for a lot of us, because some of us are single, some of us don't have a lot of family members that are still living or that live around us. So it became a time where you really had to be by yourself a lot. And I don't think that was something that people enjoyed that much. But I'd like to hear from you, if at all. Again, the phone number is 323-910, and he's going to put it up for me, 323-910-4284. Again, 323-910-4284. I'd love to hear about your opinion on people getting the vaccine. Will it help? Will it help our society? Because at the end of the day, we still have disadvantaged youth. We still have disadvantaged folks. We still deal with public schools. We're the ones who have to send our children to public schools versus private schools. And if you know the differentials, private schools have been able to also put in extra protectants, extra precautions. They set classrooms in larger spaces and eliminated some of those smaller classroom settings where people are more confined. So this is also affecting children now differently. Of course, a big conversation was on should children under 12 get vaccinated, and what kind of effects would that have? And I'll tell you, as a vaccinated person, it didn't affect me in a positive way. The vaccination was tough for me, but I will say that I know it was a benefit to get it. So at the end of the day, yes, there are some side effects. Yes, there are some consequences of doing that, but are the ends of those consequences larger than the end of not doing that and protecting ourselves as a whole, as a culture? I think a lot of times, again, the racism piece and the growing research, and of course, it says a growing body of research shows that centuries of racism in this country have been profound and negative impact on our communities of color. The impact is pervasive and deeply embedded in our society, affecting where our lives and what learns and works and worship and play and creating inequities and access to the range of social and economic benefits such as housing, wealth, education, and healthcare. So we're on the same path of most countries, where you have the poor, you have the rich, and then in the middle you have the middle class, and we have a lot of that in our social economic position as African Americans and other cultural ethnic backgrounds that don't have the upper hand. Don't have the ways of the law behind them. So we have to make sure that legislation puts in place things that are preventive for us and for our community. Don't hear the phone rings, but that's okay. Next time I'll hear more phone rings. But that's just something I wanted to discuss. And when I have other doctors on, that'll be something that I will discuss. Matter of fact, next week I'll be having a Dr. William Smith, come on, and he's going to be touching on those things, racism, and also he's going to be touching on financial benefits of what we can do as an African American community and helping each other be successful, and how we do that and what steps we take. And it always comes back to us helping each other. We cannot get to a place where we don't help one another. So I just wanted to bring that segment of community to you as a quick reminder that this COVID is not gone away. It's still here, but we are still here bringing you information and education and motivation to do better and be better. Marlanna J. Come on back. We got some more for you. Just sit tight. This next segment is going to be off the chain. So I just want you all to just...
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a drill. It's the B.O.B. bounce. And it's about to get real. Let's go. It's about to get real. Let's go. It's about to get real. It's about to get It's about to get real. All my blessed people. Report to the dance floor. All my blessed people. Report to the dance floor. All my blessed people. Report to the dance floor.
I don't know it. What you about to learn?
All my blessed people. Report to the dance floor. All my blessed people. Report to the dance floor. All my blessed people. Report to the dance floor.
If you at lunch
step,
and you need to get up out your seat
still matter of fact,
and just get your shake on for a minute, because you're blessed to be a blessing. Huh?
when you look, you got a blessing.
If you at home
To the right,
and you're watching,
and watch God. Step back
come on and get up with me
to the left, clap, clap.
and just acknowledge you ain't got COVID. And if you do have COVID, which I know some of you do because I talked to a few of my friends out in Texas, I'm praying for you and with you.
Turn it out to the right,
Come on now. I need y'all to know you're blessed anyway, huh?
turn it out to the left.
Get that ginger and that lemon and that honey and that zinc.
Step up, back, stand still.
We're praying for all those who have lost loved ones to this crazy disease, this crazy epidemic,
Turn it out
and even those who have just endured.
and watch God. Step back and watch God.
This is for you, huh?
Clap, clap. It's a new direction with a brand new blessing. Just look at me. Just look at me. Just look at me. Don't hate, take it up with God. He did it. Just look at me. Just look at me.
Yeah. Come on. Can you feel him? Yeah, huh? You gotta step it now.
Just look at me. Just look at me. Just look at me.
Yeah, I need y'all to get that little energy on Tuesday. Sometimes you just need it. You know, you just need to just shake it off. You come in your office, you got a ton of work because Monday is just, oh my goodness. Tuesday is the real work day, right? So you got it.
The lower you get, the
You got it.
gonna bless you. The lower
Don't worry about it. It's almost over. You can do it. But this is for your midday jump. Come on.
The lower you get, the more God's gonna bless you. The lower you get, the more God's gonna bless you. Step, 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 step up. Back, stand still.
That's awesome. Hopefully you guys got a little jolt. Huh? Did you get a little jolt? I hope so. I hope that made you feel real good because it's all about feeling good. It's a serious topic. I had to touch on it because sometimes we just, kind of breeze over things that's happening in real life. And, that's not what it's about here on Marlanna J Today Show. I have great entertainers and I have great people that come on. And Dr. Maisha came on from Fort Valley State. We're going to have the segment that I did with her. We're going to play her in the next few weeks so you can actually see that interview. But just an awesome woman at Fort Valley State, director, department head, and of theater and the arts, and she's just a wealth of knowledge and historian of what we were talking about culturally. So that was very good, and I just want to keep people abreast of what's going on in the community because that's near and dear to my heart. Now I'm transitioning because I think about the good things in relationship and love as well, and that is so important to us as human beings. No matter what culture you're from, no matter who you are, you need love in your life, and it is a good thing to have it in your life, right? And we understand that as we grow together, we learn to love together. And Alvin Garrett was one of my special guests on, and he was able to share his talent with us. And I wanted to bring his video back on that talks about love and relationship. So you guys sit back and check out Mr. Alvin Garrett. The love video. Mr. Alvin Garrett. And while the engineer is bringing that up, I just want to tell everyone that is watching and keeping their eyes focused and on their business plans and their dreams and what is going to happen in the next year, the next 5 years. Continue to work on that. Continue to work your plan. Continue to get your plans together, because readiness is always preparedness, and preparedness is always the opportunity, and the opportunity is always the reason why people see what you're doing. And when they see what you're doing, then you get the following, and once you get the following, then you get the investors, and once you get the investors, then you begin to grow your business, and your dream begins to inspire others to dream as well. So keep that moving forward no matter what. And as an engineer prepares to show us Mr. Alvin Garrett what love really is, and this video hopefully will just touch those who watch it.
Every time I see your face, there's something about you takes me away. Your glow, you shine every day, right? Relaxing like we're in an oasis. Ooh, there's no fuss and no fight. There's no wrong, it's alright with you. So when I'm with you, girl, it feels like paradise. Oh, yeah. It's that look in your eyes lets me know. Say, girl, I know that it's love. It's the light of love. Yeah, so delightful love. Take a flight on love. It takes me away. It's the light of love. It's so delightful love. It's the lightness of love. Oh, some call it cloud nine, but I prefer to call it your presence. Oh, some say they falling in, but there's no tripping when you're in heaven. Oh, there's no fuss and no fight. There's no wrong, it's alright with you. So when I'm with you, girl, it feels like paradise. Oh, it's that look in your eyes lets me know. Sing, girl, I know that it's love. It's the light of love, so delightful love. Take a flight on love. It takes me away. la 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 la. It's love. Oh, can't help me say la 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 la. La 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 la. Say it's love. It's the lightness of love.
Right, Mr. Alvin Garrett, The Lightness of Love. That was The Lightness of Love. And Alvin is just awesome. He is A1 quality. And I just wanted to make sure that you all pick up that CD. The Lightness of Love is his new single. And it is a powerful instrument to be used. Love is exactly what it is. It is an action. And I love that video because there was a lot of action in his expression of love towards his woman. And I think we lose sight of that. Sometimes we get busy in our schedules and we forget that love is the heartbeat of who we are. The center of our being is our heart. And our heart is our soul. And we have to show love. We have to give love. We have to be love in order to grow and to breathe. And so love is so important. And I wanted to share that video with you all. And of course, there's simple ways to, have relationships. What I love about relationships is it's incredibly funny sometimes how as men do things one way and they say, well, I love her and I'll do this because I love her. And then you have women and women say, well, I love him and I do this and I love him. And it's amazing that we speak two different languages because most of the time we think we're loving someone when we're really not. We're loving ourselves through them. But we have to learn how to love the person that we're with the way they love and the way they like to receive love. And I know there's plenty of instruments out there like the 5 love languages. You can pick that up. You can pick up Love Speaks. You can pick up several different books to help you. But the main thing is remember that that's a key. And so get some love songs and pick up Alvin Garrett's CD and put that thing on and watch the videos and remind yourself of how important love is, because you've got to work love so that you can grow as not only an individual, but as a couple. For those couples that are out there that love to love. All right. So again, Alvin Garrett, Lightness of Love. I'm going to bring you Mr. Richmond. Mr. Richmond was a violinist that came by and stopped by just to give us a little something of who he is. I'm just going to give you a little touch of what he does, just so you know Mr. Richmond Punch is the violinist that you may want to invite at your next event. Mr. Richmond Punch. Mr. Richmond Punch. He's a bad boy. He tears it up. And not only that, he has side dancers with him. Not that's just a little bit. I mean, he puts on a real show. So you guys have to have him. I mean, he's been all over. He's been in California and Vegas. They've been pulling him in Chicago, but he's right here in Atlanta. So you guys make sure you reach out to Richmond Punch and the violinist extraordinaire, and he can give you a show that's worth the price and worth the experience, because he brings it forward. Okay, on that violin, he brings it forward. So Mr. Richmond Punch, thank you so much for sharing your talents and gifts with us. We got to learn how to work that. Now, if you still working and you sitting here watching this show on CRoomTV.com/watch-live, then that means you're enjoying this and I'm enjoying you. Sit back while we work this out.
Queen that you can be becoming. You can look in my palm and see the storm coming. Read the book of my life and see I've overcome it. Just because the length of your hair ain't long, and they often criticize you for your skin tone. Wanna hold your head high cause you a pretty woman. Get your runway stride home and keep it going. Girl, live your life. I just wanna be myself. Yeah, don't sweat, don't be yourself. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Girl, be yourself. That's why I be myself. And I wanna love it. Let them get mad. They gon' hate anyway, don't you get that? Doesn't matter if you go along with their plan. They'll never be happy cause they're not happy with themselves. I'm talking about things that I know. It's okay, show yourself some love. Don't worry about who's saying what. Feeling great because the lights on me. Celebrating the things that everyone told me would never happen, but God has put his hands on me, and ain't a man alive could ever take it from me. Working with what I gotta keep on. Taking care of myself, I wanna live long. Ain't never ashamed of life determined. Wasn't afraid to change cause it was good for me. I just wanna be myself. I just wanna be. Don't be yourself. Don't sweat, girl. Follow me, follow me. That's why I be myself.
Show yourself some love, huh? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes it just happens like that. Dr. Palmer, we send our prayers out to you. She has some family emergencies that came up, but she is an extraordinary herself. She's a grant writer, leadership coach, mentor, nonprofit organizational person and leader in the community. And so she has she's an author as well, who's authored the book called, Keeping Your Success. And I just want to make sure that we bring her on when she is available, because she has such a gift to share with the audience, and I'm looking forward to having her come. And speaking of queens, I've got Kim Swan coming on next week. She is a queen in her own right. She's an artist, of course, in entertainment, management, and has done a lot, and not only in Atlanta, but she's done a lot in New York as well. And she's been traveling, and she's going to stop through. And actually, I might even get her live here. But we are looking forward to having her, Miss Kim Swan on and next week, and we also have Dr. Willard Smith. Dr. Willard Smith will be on with us, and looking forward to that as well. And then I've got some people coming through. Mr. Terrence King, who's an author and photographer, videographer. If you're doing movies or videos, he's one that's going to be able to talk to you about that and give you some information and insight on how you can set up different artists and things like that, and have an actual portfolio for them. And that's important if you're creating an opportunity for yourself or for an artist. If you're working for artists or with artists, that's going to be a great thing. And then also, I'm looking forward to it, and if I can, bring in some people that are doing some community events coming up. I know we've got a Celebrity Bowl tournament. I've been trying to get in contact with my old partner, Z Mullen, who's over that Celebrity Bowl, and hopefully we'll be able to talk with her and talk about all the celebrities that are going to stop by as a fundraiser. And she's been doing this thing for over 10 years, so I'm looking forward to talking with her as well. Some queens in Atlanta doing their thing. We've also got a salon owner and boutique owners, and we've got a lot of people here doing great things in Atlanta, and I want to talk about that. I want to talk about how you work that. All right. And so we're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep striving for the best of who we are, and we're going to keep doing what we do best. All right. So Marlanna J Today's Show, we're going to keep it moving. Again, we were being brought to you by J. Wilson Cabinet and Countertop. Have you ever felt like that? Today was one of those days where you just work through it. Huh? But just know, it's only temporary, because it's only a struggle for a moment.
If it ain't one thing, one thing is another.
What?
And I'm so glad that we got each other.
You see how I pull that in? It's important to know, yeah, we're going to struggle. We got some issues right now we dealing with as a community, as a nation. But then if we love each other, we learn how to love each other in these moments, huh? Huh?
I don't wanna stress over stress no more. I don't wanna struggle no more. So lift me up over the dirty pain. Deliver me from the pain. I don't wanna stress.
Don't stress about it. That's all I can give you today. Don't stress about it. When things don't go your way, it's okay. It's just an opportunity to do something different. So do it. Take every initiative you can to do something better the next day. If it doesn't work out that day, make another plan for the next day. Just keep striving to be your best. Marlanna J Today's Show has been brought to you by Mr. J. Wilson Cabinets and Countertops in Cummington, Georgia. And I hope you guys look him up. He's right there on your Google. You can call him. You can hit him on his website. If you're looking to redo your cabinets or countertops, bathrooms, kitchens, bars, if you got those cavemen, basement areas that you want to do something nice to, just give him a call. J. Wilson Cabinets and Countertops has been doing his thing for a long time here in Atlanta, out of Cummington, Georgia. And you can reach him anytime.
From the day I saw you, I really, really want to catch your eye.
Yeah. And then again, we're going to have some powerful guests next week. So you guys make sure. I know you all were sitting on waiting for a moment today. Don't let that discourage you. Next week be here at 12:30. Marlanna J Today is going to bring you Mr. Dr. Willard Smith. He's a renowned author, over 12 books under his belt. He's a leader in the community. He's out of Buckhead, so that means that he's got a little bit of change. He knows what he's talking about when it comes to financial investments. And that's what he's going to bring to the table, how we can help our community be better. And then I've got Miss Kim Swan, who's going to bless the platform with all of her goodness. Her queen is going to be in the room. So we look forward to having you all come and sit down with us at the table next week. You guys have a great rest of your week. Thanks for spending some time with Marlanna J today.